Hello, wonderful Breakthrough volunteers. Thank you so very much for watching this video as I introduce you to our brand new volunteer system and program called Fluro, and more specifically introduce you to the Fluro app called Pulse. If you don't have an iPhone or an Android or would prefer not to download the app, you can do this through the website as well. So welcome to Pulse. Eventually through Pulse, you will be able to see the rosters, plans, song lists, notes, messages, basically everything for our volunteers. Here we're going to talk about the plan and run sheet and roster for a meeting. So if I go into Browse, I can see upcoming events. These are showing me all the Sunday AM services. It will obviously show you if there's something specific on a Wednesday night or a Saturday, but right now it's just the Sunday AM services. If I click on this Sunday service, it will show me everything to do with this Sunday. Everything to do with this Sunday. Firstly, at the very top, it will tell me the vision for the meeting. Most weeks, we'll get our pastors to put something in here to give you an idea of what the direction for this service is. So here it talks about how the meeting is going to be centered around Jesus is here and the Alive camp last week. It then tells you the location of the meeting, and now we hit the roster. It tells you the speakers, who's doing announcements, next steps, Jesus is here, preacher, so on. It's got the Ablaze roster, security, open and close, super kids, cafe, creative team, everything. You'll see that under the names there's different colours. If the name is grey, that means we are still waiting them to confirm their assignment. If their name is green, like Madeline's is, that means she's confirmed her assignment and she's already looked at the roster and confirmed that she's available. Down the very bottom is plans and run sheets. This is really important for all of our volunteers to have a look at each meeting. If I click on the plan and run sheet, it gives me a brief overview of how we are planning for the service to go. Obviously, as you would all be aware of, this can change very easily. If God moves in the praise and worship, we might never get to the preaching, or we might change around, do Jesus is here first off, depending on what God wants. But this just shows you how we are in our minds planning for the meeting to go, so it can help you guys to understand where you think the meeting will go. It starts with team prayer, then sound check, then auditorium opens. Then we have the praise and worship. Underneath the praise and worship, we have the stage set up. For the lighting team, this is important to check every week, as here will be any instructions for a special lighting setup, or if there needs to be props involved, or if we want the stage set up differently because of an illustration. This will change each week, so it's important for you guys to check beforehand so you know going into the meeting how we need the stage and lighting set up. It shows you then the Jesus is here, announcements, offering, and so on. It also says under preaching, super kids and Ablaze. Each week this will change depending on what point of the meeting we're planning for the super kids and Ablaze to go out into their own lessons. Finally, we finish with next steps. The first thing I'm going to show you to do is how to enter in your availability on Pulse. Down the bottom right of Pulse, you have your account. Ignore the fact that mine says Breakthrough, not Brooke. That is for admin reasons. You click on My Availability. Here you enter in the unavailable period which you cannot serve for. This could be because of your work roster, because you're traveling, or because you've got a family function on, anything. So I'm going to say that from the 7th of August through to the 10th of August, I am unavailable. And my description could simply be because I am traveling. I click Add and I click Done. That's it.